Hello and welcome to everybody. It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this day one clash, and no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Nunez! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Oliveira has given away a free kick. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, here's someone I really like the look of in Ruben Dias, a proper defender. Someone who does the simple things well, very well in fact, and he rarely makes mistakes. A bit of a throwback to some of the defenders I played with back in the day. A good leader too.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. They've played it short. Pelistri. It's a good-looking delivery. That is good strength. Can he get it through? Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. It's a good run down the right. He can run onto that. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. De Arrascaeta. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Oh, it's played into the area. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and...
Climbs up big! And he has kicked it out somehow.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
And he's worked it through. He's on it. Can he get away? Oh, that's fabulous. Can he finish? Goal! Portugal! Really tidily gathered and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Portugal have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
So far, so good, Peter, but they need to start thinking of the next one now, take this momentum and force the issue even more.
Nuno Mendes. Now it's Rafael Leao. Bernardo Silva. Pedro Neto.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Ruben Neves. It's a good foot in there. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Pelistri. And that was very necessary. Uruguay have it back and can go again. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. De Arrascaeta. Pelistri. Ruben Neves. Bernardo Silva. Pedro Neto. And it's Cancelo. And it's Bruno Fernandes. That's Ruben Neves. Now it's Bernardo Silva. And Bernardo Silva in for the pieces! Goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth to it.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
De Arrascaeta with the short one. Backward it goes, and it's gone backward here. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Pedro Neto could move up a gear here. That's been slipped through. Oh, shooting chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
And yes, it's him again. A case now of complete control.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Portugal have scored 2 quick goals here. Nandes. Pelistri. Well, that is one way to stop him. Well, that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Ruben Neves. And it's Bernardo Silva. Now it's Nandes. Nunez. He's away. Tries to... And the finish! And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Pedro Neto has it in a wide position, and it's Cancelo. And there's the end of the first half. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they want to keep things that way.
Portugal have established themselves in a position of absolute supremacy. An action-packed 45 minutes, and they have raced into a 3-goal lead. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Nuno Mendes chooses to go crossfield. Nunez, Oh, well played, well played. And that has been clubbed away. Now it's Nandez. They've got a corner here. De Arrascaeta goes short. Portugal are looking to go forward now. Not the most accurate pass, but it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Oliveira tries to pass it through. Portugal 3 up and in almost complete control. That's a little off target. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Look, if they want to shut down the threat, he's a very good place to start.
João Cancelo getting this one clear. Jimenez. Just about up to the hour now. Ugarte. And here's Nunez. Engages and forces him off the ball.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to...
Nunez! Lacking in accuracy.
Nunez clearly can't believe he didn't put that away. He'd set himself up perfectly.
Stood up well to him there. Ugarte with a definite foul there. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Yeah, he's fouled him there. And he is going into that little black book. This looks like a more than decent chance to strike. Looking to widen the gap even further here. Torres. And he's had it nicked away. That pass isn't the best. Ugarte. Rafael Leao. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Oliveira calmly anticipates. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
That has been cut short. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now, can they get him away? He's found a way through. Big chance! He's scored! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So is this the start of a comeback? Trincao. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. And this is Ronaldo. He's beaten the last man. Into the last quarter of an hour. Nuno Mendes. Jimenez kept his eye on it, and he's there. Darwin.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
Rodriguez. Uruguay couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Cambio en Uruguay. Número 13. Entrará al campo. Número 15.
And that pass just didn't quite work. Great defending, strong and determined. Looking to play him in. Oliveira did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
That should be the goalkeepers, and it is. Nuno Mendes. Now it's Joao Felix. Torres. That is ended up in no man's land. Oliveira. Rodriguez. Bernardo Silva.
Se agregarán 3 minutos al
Board
tiempo
shows there will be
reglamentario.
3 extra minutes. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Nunez, chance! They've done it! Oh, that's not going to count, and we go again.
Oh, his goal-scoring celebrations are going to be cut short. The flag was up for offside, even if the referee didn't spot it straight away.
Disappointment and relief on either side, nothing doing. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And that's that. They needed to win, and they have won. It is a triumph. So we're all raring to go again. In life, of course, there's so much more important than this game, and yet this game feels so important. It is crucial, imperative that the teams harbouring ambitions to go a long way come smoothly out of the blocks here, and it's all building up very nicely. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And already we're underway here. Takes a shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Threads one in. That ball looks a good one. Mbappe receives it in a wide position. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Mohamed Salah. And it's mainly because of his frightening pace. He's a huge threat when he's running at defenders, but he's also proved in recent times that he's a top-class finisher. Opposition defences are going to have to be wary about playing a high line.
Shot, surely! Goal, Milan! And Milan have the lead. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Eintracht Frankfurt finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Looking to play him in. Vinicius Junior. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's in a great position here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Back into the middle. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
And he's made sure that's not getting through. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Alexander-Arnold. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Hazard does really well to win the ball there. Played back in.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Burkhardt. Kalimwendo. It's Doan. Kalimwendo.
Oh, really well played.
A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Now it's Tonali. Oh, that is good. Dani Olmo! Oh, just over.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Duan. And here's Mbappe. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Now this could be a chance. Oh, that's a fine interception. Milan are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
That looks a good ball through. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Schlotterbeck. Spread it left. And Alexander-Arnold. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Burkhardt. Hazard. Looking for options for movement.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Mbappe! And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Milan leading 1-0 at the break. And we are already promptly back underway. Milan carrying a one-goal lead. Burkhardt. Kalimwendo. Nicely spread. Played into space out wide. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Duan. Looking here to chip it through. And he's gone looking for safety. Vinicius Junior. Vardiol. Knocks it into space. Oh, shooting chance! And it's hoisted clear. Decent progress down the left. Now it's Kalimwendo. And that's gone loose. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Dealt with nicely by the defence.
Asciende a 98.004 espectadores.
So we've reached the hour mark. Nicely weighted ball. Milan do have a chance to counter here. Mohamed Salah could try cutting inside here. So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
Será reemplazado por el dorsal 23. Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Garcia gets good distance on it, and they're quick to get it back. Time and again they are repelled. Vinicius Junior. Milan are of course in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Eintracht Frankfurt finding their passes. Knauf providing an outlet on that flank. Alexander-Arnold can get it clear. Close. Can he finish? Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Cambio de jugadores en el Milán. El dorsal 17. El dorsal 13. Hazard. Serán sustituidos por...
Now here's the delivery.
El dorsal 8. Cambio de jugadores.
It's going to be another throw. Eintracht Frankfurt making consecutive changes here.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Alexander-Arnold gets a foot in here. Plays a sharp little ball here. And he's managed to get free. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Looking for the run. He's on it. Can he get it? Goes for a shot! Oh, the ball's come loose here. And the lead stays intact, just.
Oh, they really needed him to put that away.
And it's been taken short. Cross. Here's the header! And that could come back to haunt them. Mohamed Salah. And it's Garcia. Milan looking to pass their way through. Now, can they get him away?
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And he's there to clear it.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
It's Salah! Still just that single goal and we are nearly done. Duan. Well, that looks a decent ball. He's being urged to shoot. Can he finish? No mistake! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. There was to be only one outcome.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that two-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Oh, that's fabulous. Now it's Mbappe. He's got away. Tries a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
A case now of complete control. 4 added minutes on the board. And it's Batshuayi. That is a great pick out. Oh, no joy this time. They've played it short. That is lovely. Shapes to shoot! They want to be quick to it. And the shot! Oh, brilliant save. And that's it. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. One of the most eagerly awaited games in football. It never lets us down. That's going to go a long way. Milan with the corner, they're first. Sommer breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. Now it's Thuram. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Out to the right.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement.
Shot, surely! And he's heaved it away. And it's Barella.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? That is lovely. Looking to go deep. Keeper's dealt with that. There's the shot! Oh, that is very close.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
No goals as yet. Well, that's well spotted. Salah knocks it into space. Spread it left. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, the contributions made by Barella, I think, will be key here, Peter. He loves to take up that right half space, we know that, but while he may not necessarily have the final pass or the assist for a goal, he'll have been involved in the move somewhere along the line. He's that kind of player. He's always there or thereabouts, and he's the kind of fella you want in your team.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Oh, easy pickings there. Van Dijk. And it's Salah. Now Tonali. Barella. Guardiola goes steaming forward. Real chance! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Oh, what a chance. And after doing all the hard work as well, he'll be kicking himself here.
And they've got rid. Just eases him off the ball. He's on it, can he get away? Played out to the right.
That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
Goes for a shot! And that is wildly off target.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Inter Milan were a team looking for an outlet, and it seems, Jim, as though they've found one.
Yeah, and if that allows them to get people running at and even going beyond that defence, then you can start asking more questions.
Çalhanoğlu couldn't squeeze it through. Courtois clears. Now it's Barella. Dumfries. That is good strength. He is through here. Chance for a shot! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Inter really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
And it's been taken short. And that's been drilled in. He can get that clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Played out wide.
Vinicius Junior really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
And it's Alexander shoots! And he's taking no chances there. Vinicius Junior, he is onto this. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. DiMarco. Zielinski. Spread neatly.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Oh, he's gifted it to the opposition. It's a goal kick. And the referee brings the first half to a close. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. And we are up to the break.
A very entertaining half, Peter. The game's being played at a really good intensity. It's been open. It's been quite end-to-end, and I think the crowd are really immersing themselves into this, and I just hope we get more of the same in the second half. Something to look forward to.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. So, no breakthrough from either side. Oh no, this does not look... Decent chance! It's in! The second half sparks straight into life. An act of charity gratefully received.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
Numero 20.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
Caught offside that time. Zielinski shifted it to the flank. DiMarco puts them all in.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And he's managed to get free. Can he stop it going out? Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Out towards the flank. Sends it crossfield. Pass somewhat off target. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Bisek. Alexander-Arnold looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
Oh, good spread. Now it's Dumfries. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
And it's made its way to him. Zielinski. Now it's Dumfries.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Mbappe gets into a good position. Oh, that's nice. Hazard. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 94. Numero 32. Numero 7.
Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
He's
seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Nicely spread. Looking to play him in. Big chance! He's done very well to get to that.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though.
It's their second corner of the game. "75 minutes played. Looking for options for movement. Garcia.
Milan clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
And he shoots! It's a goal! 2 ahead, late in the day, game over surely. It looked as though it'd gone too wide. He wasn't having that though, and somehow he found the angle.
Listen, no one was expecting a shot from there. That's quite outrageous.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
He can run onto that. Mbappe! Now it's Elmas. In towards the back stick. And it's claimed by the keeper. Milan have time on their side now, as well as a 2-goal lead. It is just about done. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Tries to play it through, and the cross comes in. And he's there to clear it. And it's Tonali. He's had a shot! Great effort, beautifully taken.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Çalhanoğlu. Bisek. And it's Denzel Dumfries. Mkhitaryan. No way through there. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. It's a promising position. Luis Enrique. Barella, distributed tidily. And that is that. Milan are chirpy, cheerful and contented. It was a comprehensive display throughout, and their tactician-in-chief can draw great satisfaction from it. Mohamed Salah taking in the accolade. So we're all back together again, fresh still in our minds, those memories, the unbelievable highs, the unforgettable lows. And as the sides return to cross swords for the first time again, we just remind ourselves of the magic of this game. This is what it does to you. It keeps bringing you back, no matter what. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. And that has been clubbed away. Christie. He's found a way past. Tries to play it through. That's very neat. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, what can we say about this fella, Jeremy Pino, Peter? I know the Canary Islands have produced some great Spanish talents over the years, but rarely as a player had such a great rise in winning a major European trophy, becoming its youngest ever winner.
Real chance!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Botman. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Can he finish? Cleared away. Milan have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Pino. And he's being shifted off it. It's a really well-measured ball. Milan, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Nice bit of trickery. Has a shot! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 2 then. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And now they can spring out of defence. Raul, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. Newcastle applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course, the returns can be terrific. And it's Pino. It's a searching pass, and that's an errant pass. And they're back on the ball again. Pino's cross. Barnes. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Van Dijk. And Akanji. Tonali. Here's a sharp little ball here. Here comes the cross. Cleared without hesitation. That'll be a throw. Mohamed Salah receives it in a wide position. That had too much on it. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Elanga gets a good foot in there. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Johnson showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Salah. Johnson. Pino. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Barnes. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Pass is just off target.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Now it's Gordon.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Barnes. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And we've reached half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying.
Welcome our players to the field.
So we reached the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And we are already promptly back underway. So neither side has yet broken through. Burn. Now that's well seen too. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Now it's Pino. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And he's there to get it away. Trippier. It's gone out for a throw-in. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Stood up well to him there. And that's a good ball.
Johnson really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
He's picked his way through. Now that looks a decent ball. And it's been played through. He's got away. Mohamed Salah. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Up towards the hour mark and still no goals. Newcastle looking to pass their way through. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Well, he's a source of potential trouble, so tight marking just has to be done.
The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Can he get onto this? Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there and evident annoyance.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Vardiol. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Out to the right. Mohamed Salah could try cutting inside here. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Raul. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Burn gets good distance on it.
Substitution for Milan.
Milan have their third corner.
Yeremy Pino. Coming on to replace him is number 17.
Newcastle are looking to go forward now. Now it's Joe Linton. The referee's awarded a free kick. And that's going to be a booking.
Substitutions taking place.
Byrne. Milan do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Spread out to the left. Oh, they can break here. Newcastle making another change here.
Substitution.
Raul. Johnson. And it's Christie. Bops him off it and wins back the ball.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
It's a promising position. Now it's Gordon. He can run onto that. He's in a great position here. Great chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Barnes looking sharp there. Couple of changes then in quick succession.
I think you have to
Substitution
admire
in
his
progress.
willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Threads one in. Willock has it in a wide position. Played out to the left flank.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Barnes is onto this. And it's slung out wide. And the counter is on. Christie. Raul. And it's Christie. And here's Raul. Oh, such a clever touch. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Now it's Johnson.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Into stoppage time, and it is still 0-0.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Looking to play him in. Barnes. Goal kick, as confirmed by the referee. Not the best distribution from the keeper. And it's Willock. Looking for options for movement. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. And that's that. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.
Please join me in wishing all the best for members of our fan club celebrating their wedding anniversary today.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up. Oh, smashing header! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too. Any attack containing Raul is a frightening sight for any defence.
His record's a frightening sight.
Well, when you think about it, most of his ilk will put themselves before the team. But Raul is different and has a greater appreciation for all that and likely to put others in before himself.
It's a really well-measured ball. It's a good run down the right. Oh, lovely bit of skill. And it's Tonali. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, within an inch or two.
Oh, he just got it ever so slightly wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Opts for safety. But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Yeah, they've been livelier and hungrier and looked the more likely to register first.
Caicedo. Played out to the right. Mohamed Salah looking to run onto it. Granit Xhaka. Now it's Brobbey. Vardiol gets a foot in here. Brobbey. Brobbey puts his foot on the gas. Brobbey! That was superb goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Vardiol is there to clear. Gets a good foot in there. Driving forward. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Richards. And it's Tonali. That has been slung wide. And he cuts out the supply. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
In with the challenge.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Richards kept his eye on it, and he's there. Vardiol. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Granit Xhaka. He's on it, can he get away? And back to the keeper they go. Courtois sends that a long way. Caicedo. And Richards. And it's Salah. Caicedo. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Caicedo wins the duel this time. Stood up well to him there. Spread it left. Some good work on the right flank here. Looking for the run. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Oh, that's fabulous. Granit Xhaka. Van Dijk spots it and intercepts. Caicedo. Raul. That's good running with the ball. Aims beyond the defence.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Tries to play it through. That ball looks a good one. Look at the space. Tries a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, he's been caught on it here. Swung over. Guardiol. Steaming on goalwards. And that'll be the final action of the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Milan may probably be feeling a little aggrieved about not capitalising on such a bright start. Their mood at half-time should be more upbeat. The glass remains half full and it should spur them on.
So we reach the halfway point and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy.
He's having a shot! It's anyone's ball now. Shot, and one more try! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Katanya getting this one clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Spread out to the left. Knocks it into space. Now there's a fine ball. He's onside. Danger averted for now. Van Dijk does well to get it back. And they've switched it over to the other side. Not the most accurate pass. He's found a way past. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Delivers with whip. And he won't reach that. Still waiting for the game to take off here, 0-0. Looking for options for movement. Oh, it's played into the area. And that is expertly dealt. And the finish! Oh, it's fallen loose again! It's there! And finally, he has breathed life into the game! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Minutes is number 20.
Milan have taken the lead.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Chooses to go crossfield. Can he get on the end of this? So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the message they're sending out now is pretty loud and clear. Let's grab a second goal and give ourselves an element of comfort.
Raul. And this is Mohamed Salah. Shot a goal! And he has kicked it out somehow.
Raul actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Substitution.
Corner number 2 then.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Can he get it through? Tino picks it up out wide. He gets big! He will be livid with himself.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Milan perhaps contemplating their next change here. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. He's a sharp little ball here. Looking here to chip it through. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Chance here to counter. Half an hour gone in the second half. He's beaten the last man.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Raul tries to pass it through. Now that looks a decent ball. The referee has given a corner.
Substitution on the field.
So,
Number
third corner of the
19,
game.
Number 27, coming on the field. Number 28,
It's the keeper's ball.
Number 30.
Sunderland have the
Substitution in
chance to go
progress.
the other way.
Milan are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Trauda. That's a cute ball. Milan are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. Great vision.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Substitution on the field.
So
Number
their fourth
11,
corner of the game.
coming on to replace him is number 25.
That's a decent clearance.
Milan really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Milan clearly now in lead preservation mode. That's been cut out, well played. Milan moments now away from seeing this one out. Vardiol.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
4 extra minutes added on. And it's Traore. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now he's off and running. Oh, perfectly measured that. Tino gets into some space. Takes a shot! And he's really put himself on the line here. They're up to 5 corners now. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. And that will be it. Milan have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Pino! And it's hit the woodwork and out! And that's caused a worry or two. And we have our very first corner. Over to the left. There's the delivery. And that has been cleared. And now they can spring out of defence. Good ball over the top. He's on it, can he get away? And he's well positioned. And the finish! It's in! That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
An early launch, just as they wanted, just as they hoped it. Salah. Great vision. And this is wrong. Can he finish? Oh, lovely bit of skill. Oh, he's burst through. Wallace. Tries to pass it through. Cross to the back post. Mohamed Salah. Richards. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Oh, great feat, that.
And it's Salah. And Richards. And it's Salah. Tonali. Looking for the run. Chance! He scored! And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
Milan grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
And that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Imre. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now that looks a decent ball. Look at the space here. Johnson! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
And he's there to clear it. West Bromwich are looking to go forward now. He's a sharp little ball here. Shoots! Tino is flagged offside. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Mohamed Salah knocks it into space.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Out to the left it goes. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Vardiol has it out wide and in space. It's a mighty effort! Just off target.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Shifted it to the flank. Tino. Decent chance!
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Raul in the hunt and looking threatening. Tino providing an outlet on that flank. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And here's the chance to counter. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Johnson receives it in a wide position. And it's Caicedo. And a chance! Gets good distance on it. Now it's Tino.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
That is good strength. That's a good ball out wide. Vardiol puts his foot on the gas. And this is Raul. Tino. Vardiol. Goes for a shot! Goal! Milan! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
And the shot! Sticks it away! And he is away! The launch of a brand new hero. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
And there is the half-time whistle.
Well, it's hard to say whether a two-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far, I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Milan head in for half-time with a 3-1 lead. And the game has already resumed here. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Oh, such a clever touch. Takes aim and crosses. Well, it's a look of bewilderment. His touch deserted him at the key moment.
Pity that, because it had a decent chance of progressing.
Richards. And it's Salah. Now Tonali. Vardiol. And it's Pino. Tino going face-to-face with his great rival. Nicely spread. Can he get it through? Imre. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Johnson. And it's Caicedo. It's a really well-measured ball. And Richards. Caicedo. And it's Tonali. And here's Johnson. Now it's Raul. Played out to the right. The ball has bounced loose now. Chooses to go cross-field.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now, can they get him away? It's a promising position. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. Can he get on the end of this? Played into space out wide. Imre. Wallace. And he's only too happy to take that back. Maya, looking understandably energised after his goal. That's the throw. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, it looks like they just want to introduce a new focal point to the attack.
Mohamed Salah. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Mohamed Salah with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 18. Lascia il campo per il numero 17. Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Raul does well to get it back. Raul proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. He's through here. Threads one in. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. West Bromwich making consecutive changes here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Vardiol. Now that looks a decent ball.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is
Bullish
filled.
header! He should have put that one away.
You can tell he wanted that too. Still, at least he can smile about it, seeing as they're a couple of goals up.
Now it's Johnson. Tonali does really well to win the ball there. Oh, perfectly measured that. And he's certainly onside here.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
And he's being shifted off it. Raul has created one goal already. Played out towards the right wing. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Caicedo wins the duel this time. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Phillips. And that will be it. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing. Terrific recovery. A really fine win, that, Jim Beglin.
Well, I've just got to give them great credit for the way in which they've managed to turn.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And already we're underway here. And Mosso makes the starting 11. Talk to me, Jim. What can we expect from him?
He's a fine all-round defender, Peter. Physically, he's strong, he's a good reach.
Chance for a shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Hazard deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Vardio. Palmer. Pavlovic, played out to the right. Facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And this is Ronaldo. Try to spin that positively, I certainly can't. Now it's Messi.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Threads one in. Vardio. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Up he goes! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Referee has just said play on. Serginho. Now, can they get him away? Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Goes for a shot! Sticks it away! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And Messi! Just a fraction high.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one.
Koundé. Kvaratskhelia. Tries to pass it through. Great work on the overlap. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Kvaratskhelia. He rises! Oh, it rattles the bar! And he's quick to get it clear again. Looking to play him in. Spread neatly. Mbappe! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Palmer, and that's gone loose. And it's Serginho. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Just ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Messi. Oh, that's fabulous. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. That has not gone well. Spread it left. Palmer. That's a good ball out wide. He's picked his way through. Kvaratskhelia. Palmer. Can he get it through? And he's picked it up out wide. Azar. Now it's Mbappe. Out to the right. And it's Serginho.
There will be one
That's a
more
lovely,
added time.
delicate pass. It'll be a throw-in. Messi. Danielson gets flagged offside. There's the whistle for half-time. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying.
And there they are.
Reflections on the first half?
I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
Milan are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Now it's Raul. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere. Great chance! Oh, it's hit the post! Goal, Milan! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Milan go into the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Guardiola knocks it into space. Hazard. Mbappe, can he finish? Now, how often do you see that?
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Rodri. To Danielson. And it's Palmer.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Looking for options for movement. Oh, what has happened here? Borussia Dortmund appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Raul picks it up out wide. De Ligt makes the interception. Rodri. And it's Rodri. Pavlovic. And it's Koundé. Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Alexander-Arnold. Played out towards the right wing. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Oh, he's found support out wide. Kvaratskhelia, he's found the way through. Kvaratskhelia gets a cross in.
Borussia Dortmund really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
That's a throw. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
Coming on to replace him is number
Incoming
8,
delivery.
Musiala.
He's dealt with that well. And now they can clear their lines. Milan are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Vardiol. And here's Messi. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. No, it's come to nothing.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund.
Milan with the corner. They're first.
Number 13, Danielson. Coming on the field, number 14, Rafinha. Number 20,
Milan
Nico
clearly have been
Williams.
instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Vinicius Junior receives it in a wide position. Schlotterbeck, big chance! He should have put that one away.
He's really trying to take this upon himself to get it won.
Substitution in progress.
A couple of changes then in quick succession.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Milan have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. Tries a shot! And that is wildly off target. Rodri. For Musiala. It's a really well-measured ball. Koundé is in a really good position out wide. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. Vinicius Junior. That's tidy. That's going to go a long way. Milan have reclaimed it. And it's Tonali. And he's had a hit! Lacking in accuracy.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
There will be 3 minutes
Rodri.
added time.
Pavlovic. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Rafinha. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Vinicius Junior. He's on it, can he get away? And that will be it. Milan have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. The action has already started. Lofted in. And it's Azar. Azar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Over to the left. And this is Marmoush. Well, there's the clearance. It's gone for a throw-in. Cross to the back post. Oh, the clearance is short. Yamal! Oh, that's a waste.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Dani Olmo gets the nod here. Anything we should note about him, Jim?
Well, this is a player who's equally adept at playing a killer pass or going for goal himself, Peter. He's going to give them another dimension up front, basically, and more options are always a good thing.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Azar. No outsmarting him this time. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Locatelli did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed...
It's Raul! Oh, that was no routine save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Milan with the corner, they're first. Cleared away. Lovely bit of skill. Tries to play it through. Fired deep towards the back post. And it's hoisted clear. Locatelli. Now, can they get him away? Well, that has not gone well. No goals as yet. Raul. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And he's picked it up out wide. Marmoush. That's good vision. Now it's Yamal.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Neymar. And it's Reinders. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Ball is over the line. Turns and goes back. Decent chance! They want to be quick to recover this. An instinctive delivery. That's a decent clearance. Celtic looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose, if they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
Tonali. Raul. Now it's Mbappe. And here's Messi. Well timed, excellent interception. Van Dijk. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Yamal. He's got away. That is good strength. Vardiol did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And it's Azar. Azar. Now the delivery. It's a mighty effort! Denied by an instinctive save.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And no, he's seen through all of that. And that's put paid to a promising move. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Great vision. Good ball, good take.
Roll!
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
That should get the job done. Now then, the ball's come loose. It's Roll! He's scored!
That couldn't have been a more potent injection of belief for this team. Top man, top drawer.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
There's the whistle for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Milan leading 1-0 at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Milan really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Now it's Mbappe. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Big chance! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Yamal. Looking for options for movement. That's the keeper's ball. Marmouche. Raul has found the net here, of course. Hazard in acres of space out wide.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that's been won straight back. And it's Azar. It's gone out for a throw-in. He's found a way through. There's the shot! Goal! Celtic are all square.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Celtic grab the equaliser and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
He's being urged to shoot. He's had a shot!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper is very relieved.
Now it's Yamal. And this is Marmouche. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And he's managed to get... And a shot! Goal! Celtic! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Celtic get themselves into the lead.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look...
Can he finish?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Looking for the run. Cross flung in towards the middle. And he's taking no chances there.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Neymar. Milan are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Raul. And here's Mbappe. Spread it left. Now that's well seen too. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Yamal. He's picked his way through. Threads one in.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Tries to pass it through. Mbappe! It is a fantastic goal! He's got himself an absolute peach. Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Cambio di giocatori.
Howson is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Now it's Raul. Howson gets over and intercepts. Can he get it through? Raul receives it in a wide position.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Tries to thread one through. And the shot! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Almost the perfect move. Almost. The finish just wasn't quite at the same level.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Now it's Foden. Aims beyond the defence. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he shoots! Oh, what about that? Late in the day, this could well be it! A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Celtic take the lead. Now it's just a question of... Big header! It's in! We thought it was over! It's all square once more! It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Celtic making consecutive changes here. Xavi Simons coming on here as broadly expected.
Well, this could lead to the...
And that will be it. What a game, a contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. Mbappe voted man of the match, and deservedly so. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
you